Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, and we finally got some 21 Ford Edges in stock. And the reason I'm really excited about that is not only is there a new liftgate to that, also a new interior, including that new dash, but you'll notice also the new screen. So that screen is standard equipment on all Ford Edges. It's called the Sync 4A, a little different than the Sync 4 we see in the F-150. We'll be going over some differences, how those are different in this video. We'll talk about some things that are a part of this that we don't see on the Sync 4 that you will see in the F-150. And this is also the same screen and technology you're going to see on the Mach-e. So if you're looking to get a Mach-e, or you have one on order, or if you have a Ford Edge or interested in getting a Ford Edge and updating your to this system, this screen is going to be standard equipment on all of your Ford Edges for this year. In fact, I have a video on some of the major changes to the Ford Edge and cover some of those, so you can check out that video. I'll have it linked at the end of this video if you want to check it out. But in this video, we're going to cover some of the new things that are available in the 4A, how they're different from the Sync 4, and some things you might want to think about, and something that we see on this we don't see on the other. So we're going to talk about all those and more in this week's episode of Tech Tuesday with Tim. Okay, let's get started on this. As you can see, I love the look of it on the dash. New interior. Really, a lot of the interior seems the same. The difference is the center stack, and that's what this is called, is the center stack, or instrument panel, Ford sometimes calls, is different for this year. And I like the way it looks. As you can see, real easy to get to the compartment up here that so many people like, that they left on here because of the request of that. But you can see that screen has been kind of brought down into the screen. I think a little bit easier to use on the screen. Really very few buttons and dials. Most everything is on the screen. So you can see we do have volume control right here. You can turn the radio on and off real quickly. So quick access things that you might think about: rear defrost, your hazard, camera, all right there. Just in case you're wanting to know, there's your camera button there. I know what that looks like with all my camera equipment behind me. And then you have pre-settings down here too, but primarily everything is in the screen, including your climate control. So you'll notice the bottom, turn that down, notice the bottom part of that is your climate control. It is touch sensitive. It is dual zone climate for this titanium model. I did choose this because this one that we have does have the connected navigation, but you can get this screen as standard on SE, SEL, titanium. All trims will get this screen. All of them will have the climate control right in here towards the bottom. The next section up is kind of a quick reference. It's some of the things you've gone to recently, and they're actually collapsed right now, so you can just click on them real easily and get to them. If I hit right up here, there's a little enlarge right now. Actually was enlarged. Now I kind of shrunk the top part of that screen so you can see more information. And if you want to connect and go right into some of those features as part of that, you can do that real easily right there using that system there. So that's how that works. Well, most of the time we'll just kind of make that bigger so that this top part is bigger, but most of the space on this is dedicated to whatever screen you're on right here in the middle of this. Now, a couple things to take note of. Up here in the top bar, you'll have your time, temperature. You'll have your, if your internet's connected, your Wi-Fi available up there, as well as your data going in and out there. Also, you're going to see 6 little buttons up here, 6 little dots. That is going to be for your features. So if you click on that, you'll see all those features here. We're going to close that. The little car over here, this is your settings for everything. So that's where you would go if you want to change your settings. You can do it within each of those different applications as well, but you can get to it quickly right through here as well by clicking on that, and you can see those different settings. And I'm not going to go through everything. This is more of an overview than it is a detailed walkthrough on this. I'll probably be doing a detailed one later. This is more just to kind of get you to know it just a little bit here, but real easy. This right now we're on the radio, we're on FM. Of course, you can switch to AM, and then we can switch to Sirius, and you can see the different look of that based on that. And then quick access to that, like if you're on FM, you just click that, and that's where you would change your just easily type in the channel if you want to. I just click off of that, then I can just go up or down one, but just by clicking the plus and minus, and these others would be your presettings. So that's going to go to the next presetting going down. So there you go, there's the next presetting, which happens to be here on our screen here as a presetting. So those would be your presettings. Of course, that's what these buttons down here will do for you as well right here. So going on, let's go up to this one. We'll go up to, and that's radio. Go to phone, and this is where you would connect your phone. I'm not going to connect my phone and go through all those settings. It's real similar to what we did see in the Sync 3 as well as Sync 4 when all the different features that are available for your phone application. So you can definitely check out those videos. I'll have those linked down below if you want to get more information about that. Actually, on a Tech Tuesday a couple weeks ago, I did how to connect your phone easily, and it's done the same way with this system as well. Click it up here. Let's go to navigation. Navigation is a little different than it is on Sync 4 in a sense. So you do have different ways that you can, right now we're whatever direction we're pointing is what it's going for there. I click on this, and now we have a 3D model of that, and then you click on that again, and it's going to be to where north is always at the top. So most people like to have it in that display of the direction they're going and how that's facing and how that looks. If you want to quickly just go where to, you can click on that and then just go ahead and type in where you're wanting to go, or home, work. You have recents, you have saved. So if you have some saved places in there, then and you also have more like fuel prices, and you have more information right here. Easy to get to, easy access things just by pressing on that little search right up there. Gas can down here, we'll show you the closest gas stations. As you can see right there, several within a mile from us, so you can find all those gas stations right there too, pretty easily by just clicking on the fuel pump down here. The little gears down here, that is going to be kind of more of your settings and different things like that, like if there's parking spaces, traffic and alert, exit, and that button right there, that's where you get to your settings for your navigation. And again, I won't go through all the settings, but you can go through these pretty easily, like how do you want your map layered? How, do you want, like right now, I think, we have certain things here and how you want it, 3D buildings, that kind of thing. You can set up everything through those settings, pretty easy to get to. Let me show you one that if you ever are going through these and go, I don't know what that is, and I am going to do a thorough detailed description of that, but at any time you can press the I and you can get the information yourself. So like this one says, when approaching a curve ahead, a notification appears. So the curve, and that's the curve ahead. So at any of those, you can learn more about it just by pressing the I. A lot of people don't realize that. So you can do that pretty easily right through there. So that's how you get to your settings, and that's how the navigation works, pencil zoom capabilities, and that kind of thing. Pretty easy there. Go back up to your applications. You do have Bluetooth audio. So again, that would be, Bluetoothing your phone in. We don't have our device paired, but you can play music through your what's on your phone. You can play it through a Siri. If you have Sirius XM already set up on your phone, no reason to get Sirius for this vehicle. You can actually play it through your phone if you want to. If you'd rather not get the Sirius XM, you can have it integrated into the vehicle, makes it a little bit easier. Whatever else might be on there, whether it be Pandora, something like that, the streaming services, you can do that through here through your phone. By using the Bluetooth audio. Also, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay have their own dedicated button, so you can go there, and then of course you have to have your phone connected and that activated for those, but that's where you'd go for those. And then Digital Owner's Manual, also pretty cool. Really like this. I actually done a pretty thorough video on the Digital Owner's Manual, but you can, everything that's in your paper Owner's Manual in the glove box is going to be right here, easy to get to. So you can go to categories, you can do searches, so you can search for things that you might think wording might be in there, like doors and locks, how does the unlock work, there's different things like that, and how you can get to those right there and easy to get to through those categories. You can also do videos. So Ford has been working really hard to get how-to videos on their YouTube channel. In fact, there may be even a video on this Sync 4A as well on their YouTube channel, but you can find a lot of those videos right here, easy to get to. How's the rain sensing wipers work? How does the configurable how do you set up the configurable daytime running lamps? You can watch those how-to videos right here on the Digital Owner's Manual. So let's go back up. And then this is another one. Here's this one I think is really cool. So you have your notes. So this one here I have not seen on the Sync 4 anywhere, but it is available here, and you're creating it like a tablet in itself, but you can go ahead and just use your finger to go ahead and write whatever you want to right there. And then you hit the arrow, hit the little check mark, and it just, do you want to save it? Yes. So let's say you're at a stoplight and you think of something you need to do later, you can write it down right there, save it. Later, and when you're done, you can go back to your saved, you can pull that one up. Oh, okay, cool, that's what I need to do. And then you can write it down when you get to your destination. If you're done with that one, you can hit the little X and it deletes it. So that's pretty easy to get to. You do have an eraser feature. You have a back or an undo feature there, and then you can even make it bigger if you want to. So as you can see, that pin mark is bigger. You can change colors, you know, yellow, so all kinds of different colors. I think that notepad's pretty cool. Pretty cool feature. It's something that I'd probably use if I had it. Definitely in my vehicle. So the notepad is pretty cool. And as you can see, here's the last things that we've gone to right here. There's your, you know, navigation. If you learn those icons, you'll learn what those are. There's your radio, there's your phone. We went to that. You know, your Bluetooth audio, Android Auto, we went in there, owner's manual. Those are right there. Just click on them. You're going to go right to those features. So there's your notes. So what's really cool is that you don't have to always go up here. You can get to them right here if it's one of the last things you did. So let's say you're on navigation, you know. So let's say you're on navigation, but you were on the audio and you want to go back to that. You know, you can go back to it just by doing that instead of having to go up here. If it's the last thing, I would say if it's one of the last three, it's a convenience to having it. Otherwise, you can probably click up there and find it easier than it would be to scroll through 6 different items down here. So if it's one of those when you flip back and forth, you can do that pretty easily, whether it be the owner's manual and then back to a feature you're trying to learn more about. You can do that real easily right through there. So the vehicle up there again is your settings. So your sound, your radio, and that would be your Sirius. If you're on Sirius at the time, then it would say Sirius there instead of radio. Your phone list, your vehicle settings. So, and you'll notice there's very few settings here. Just some quick settings. Most of your other driver settings, like for your lights and your locks and your wipers and everything, are still in the productivity screen here in front of your steering wheel. So this one does have, this is a titanium that still has the dual 4.2-inch screens, which actually I've done a how-to video on that if you want to check out our YouTube channel about that video and how that works. But all your settings are on that 4.2-inch screen on that left side. For your vehicle settings, as well as your driver assist features. They're all still in the productivity screen. A little disappointed about that. That'd probably be my only negative that I have, is that I wish that the vehicle settings and complete vehicle settings and the driver assistance features were on the screen, but you do have to go to the productivity screen. So hopefully they'll update that in future years. And then you do have general settings here as well. I will highlight one thing under vehicle though, is the rear occupant alert. It's kind of cool. If I shut the vehicle off, it's going to tell you to check for occupants. That's a pretty cool feature. I like that it's on there. You can deactivate it by going up to that. So I'm going to turn the vehicle back on. You can deactivate that right there. So let's say you don't have kids, or maybe you're married with no kids or whatever. You can actually deactivate that if you want to right there, so you don't get that alert when you shut the vehicle off. General settings, again, not too many there. Just kind of your, what different things like that, like the touch beep. You can deactivate it there. So a couple things, general things you can do there. This is where you would reset your sync, your Ford Pass Connect reset, or your master reset. So if you do something, can't figure out how to get it back, you could do a master reset and a reset everything. Your display as well, we have it in dark mode. Typically comes from the factory in auto mode. And then you can also change the brightness right there easily, or reset it. And then you can also go to a calm screen. When it does that, that's what you're going to see. So, and then you might be concerned, well, how do I get back to everything else? Double tap and you're back. So good little overview, I think. Again, we'll do a more detailed video in the future, but pretty cool system. I really like it. I've said before to some coworkers that the Explorer portrait style screen I don't like as much, because it pretty much cuts it in half, and so your backup camera is just in the one half, which it is kind of in this as well. But I do like some of the functionality, especially the notes feature. Probably one of my favorites in here. And then of course I love the sync for itself. And how it connects and have those different wake up words. In fact, I'm assuming that this one here, since it does have the navigation, will have the wake up words somewhere in your settings for that. Let's see if it's listed in our general settings somewhere. Not seeing it here, and I'm not really seeing it. Hello, Ford. So you may not have that one feature that Sync 4 has in the vehicles. I'll have to get a little more information. If I do, I'll list it down in the comments as a highlighted comment there for you, and whether or not this vehicle does have the voice where you can just use the wake up word like you would with Alexa or Google Home. Or if you actually have to press the button on the steering wheel. So pretty good overview. If you have, of course, if you have any questions something else you'd like to cover and more in depth, put those comments down below. So there you have it. There's a quick overview of the Sync 4A, and pretty impressed with it so far. Just a first glance at it here for this, but we will be doing a detailed walkthrough if you want something like that. If you want to know what every button does and every little setting and everything like that, we will be doing a detailed one. Those usually last about 30 minutes to an hour. A little bit longer, again, very thorough like I typically will do on that system, but we will be doing that in the future, so be looking for that video as well. So we're going to be doing some videos, walk arounds on the edge, all the different trims, as well as we have some other different walk around videos coming up soon. So definitely want to hit that red subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you'll also get notified the next time another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. If you did like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to drop your comments down below. Share the video out as well. If you have a friend, colleague, anybody that would maybe be interested in this video, go ahead and share that out to them as well. And again, thanks for watching, taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget, you can find us on social media. We're at McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can find us online at McArthur.com. And as you can see right there, there's the phone numbers to reach out to us if you're interested in getting a vehicle from us. We do free shipping, so reach out to us if you want more information about our free shipping. We can have a vehicle ordered the way you want it to, delivered right to your door by a dealership that really knows their product and is passionate about the Ford lineups. So again, thanks for watching this video. Till the next one, we'll see you later.